Well, we're going to finish on Disney Plus with a new fact-based drama series which arrived on Wednesday, the 9th of April. It's called Good American Family. And here's a clip.
I've always considered myself blessed. I've known I was put on this earth to build a world where all kids can feel safe.
Hi, is this Mrs. Barnett? I see you were on the path to adopting.
We have a little girl here.
She is 7 and she has dwarfism.
And what's her name?
Natalia Grace.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to leave the hairs on the back of your neck standing right up. It doesn't leave my mind, and I haven't watched all of this yet, but it is not leaving my brain. I keep sort of feeling sick about this. So, firstly, this stars Grey's Anatomy's Ellen Pompeo. Now, it's quite a big thing for her to come back and do something because she's really, since she started doing Grey's Anatomy, hasn't done an awful lot else, I don't think. Sort of putting her family life and regular work first, which is, which is a nice thing. So she's back and she's absolutely amazing. She plays the part of Mum Christine. Now, some people will know of this story because this is exactly what this is based on, and it's a US adoption saga in 2010, so not that long ago really. And a couple, Christine played by Ellen Pompeo, and Michael Barnett, they adopted a little girl called Natalia Grace. She was a 7-year-old Ukrainian orphan with a very rare form of dwarfism. Now, it starts with the couple kind of, they had a few issues between them, but they're such a very, very united, I would say. And they were desperate to adopt a child, a little girl. They got completely ready for that. It didn't happen. And then finally they got a call and off they went. Now, this little girl had already been adopted once and returned. But straight away, things don't really ring true with the adoption agency. There wouldn't be a visit. There wouldn't be another home visit. I mean, why wouldn't there be? That's madness, right? They wanted to take more money for her medical bills to pay the previous family back. It has 8 parts, and it sheds a light on this really, really quite frightening story. So very, very quickly, the parents are kind of divided and not united. They have 3 sons together already, Wesley, Ethan and Jacob. And Jacob has autism. Mum sets up an amazing kind of autism club for children, and sort of sees herself really over the years as becoming a bit of an autism expert and knowing how to deal with children that have this. So the child comes into their life straight away. She's sort of on Dad's side. Dad really likes her. She turns on the charm for her. Her voice straight away, calling them mummy and daddy, feels very fake in this anyway for me to watch. It just straight away, it's a little bit chilling. And she's really horrible to the mum, but very nice to the dad. So everything you can see what she's doing. And there's one stage where there's sort of a bit of a battle between, she picks up a knife, she's only 7 years old, picks up a knife, and the adoptive mother tries to take it out of her hands. And at one point you think she's got this sort of steely look in her eyes that she might do something. And then there's another scene later in the episode where she's just standing at the end of the bed during the night with a knife in her hand. It's pretty creepy. It's something out of a horror movie, and I think there has been horror movies based on this before. But what's awful about this is that they soon believe that she's not 7 years old at all, and that she's an adult, and this is all fake. She walks with a walking frame, and there are a couple of times where she runs around. They're saying, is this real? Is it not? And they're trying their very best. I mean, they kind of seem like on the surface a very, very kind couple, and eventually they don't know what to do. They're worried for their safety, and they take drastic action, and they change Natalia's age to 22 and move her into her own apartment, and they relocate to Canada. But Natalia maintains that she was just a young girl and she was abused by this family. Now you see the two you'll have to watch this to know how you feel about it and how you come away feeling about it. It's chilling. It's completely compelling. I think each episode is about an hour long, and It is what I would call a total binge watch. You will just not want to stop. It will just keep running. It's absolutely shocking. What did you think, Ian?
Yes, fascinating. And I would say, if you're not aware of the story already, don't go away and Google it. Just let it play out in the series. I mean, I'm sure at some point we'll get some very strung out documentary about the whole saga. And it's just, as you say, in episode 1, it plays out like the beginning of a horror film. And yeah, there is, you're right, there is a film called Orphan about similar events. But in this, we're going to be seeing the story from different perspectives. So you'll be able to make up your mind, because I think both sides contest the facts to this day. You'll be able to make up your mind what you think. But yeah, certainly there were red flags initially in that, it was a dodgy agency that was dealing with the adoption. And yes, this business of, you've got to give us lots of money first for all her surgery. I mean, that's highly irregular. And it starts in great style because she is giving a sort of presentation about parenting based on her work with autistic children. And the police arrive to arrest her. It's brilliant. And yeah, I quite like Mark Duplass as the dad, Michael, who's, just not a particularly sympathetic character. Yeah, gripping. I think you will be hooked. And it's, something really out of the ordinary.